Hey, this is Russ. Yeah, I'm back out on the road again. What am I riding today? Today we're riding the Himiway A7 commuter style bike. You know, there's a lot of commuter style bikes in my arsenal. Yeah, I think in the last couple of years we've been seeing a lot of commuter bikes coming out. The A7. I haven't taken out the A7 in a little while, so I figured I'd do it. Okay, let's stop here. Make sure all the cars do their thing. We will do our thing. A7. Yeah, I unlocked the A7 to 28 miles per hour, as you might know. I have a video specifically about how to do that. So if you purchased an A7, you definitely want to see that. Let me see if I can remember to somehow link that video so you can see that. In case you have an A7, yeah, put it in the description of the video. So where we're going today? Nowhere far. I have not been going far at all in a long time. Today is not the greatest day even to be out. The Canadian fires have made it down to Chicago. You know, people have asked me in the last several days whether I've noticed any of the smoke coming into our area. I didn't until today. It was probably here. I probably didn't even notice it, but this time I definitely noticed it. You look off into the distance, you can see the haze. Yep, you can see the haze. You can smell a little bit. I see more haze than smelling it, though, at this point. They put a warning saying that today is not the greatest day for air quality, but it's 72 degrees out. So I said, I've got to get out. Got to get out. I can't stay inside forever. So it's gonna be another short ride, probably be another 15-minute ride or so, something like that. And I didn't bother to put on a sweatshirt or anything. It's 72, and so I figured it should be okay. You know, I mean, I feel a little bit of a chill with the wind blowing up against me, but more so than that, like I said, I can see a haze. I don't know if you can see a haze too, but there's definitely a haze. You just have to look off into the distance, and yeah, things aren't as clear as it used to be. So you know it's here. Well, I hope things work out in Canada, that they can get those things under control. So what else is happening? Well, I had breakfast with my friend the General. And I'm going to talk more about the General as we get closer to July, maybe. Yeah, as we get closer to Independence Day. I think it would be an appropriate time for me to tell you about the General. Yeah, the General is a guy who attends our church. He is a major general, retired major general from the U.S. Army. Yep, 2-star general. So I'll introduce you to him one of these days. I think maybe we'll do it July 4th. How's that? Yeah, as we celebrate Independence Day. Yeah, I probably should have talked about the General earlier. Yeah, maybe Veterans Day and Memorial Day. I'll talk about the General on Veterans Day and Memorial Day too. How's that? Yeah. So I had breakfast with the General today. And so, yeah, we had a good 2.5 hours talk. Yeah, he took me out for breakfast, man. Thank you to the General for that. You'll find out more later. So as I was heading out of there, I said, well, maybe today would be a good day to ride the bike. And then I looked out and saw all the haze. Saw the haze, and I said, is it really a good day to ride the bike? I was thinking, maybe not. Didn't want to breathe all that stuff in, but I don't smell it. But even though you don't smell it, you know it's there. I mean, if you can see it, if you can see the haze, obviously it's floating around in the air. Yeah, let's just turn here. I'm not going to go all the way down as I usually do. Let's just turn over here. So I said, no, I'll just ride around the neighborhoods. That's all I've been doing lately, is just riding around the neighborhoods. But right now, it's not so bad riding around the neighborhoods. Things are still green. I mentioned that on another video. Things are still green. It still looks pretty good. People's grasses have not burned out yet. As long as it doesn't burn out, it doesn't look so bad out here. Yeah. Several of you guys have mentioned it seems like a nice place to ride. Yeah, overall, I would say we are pretty lucky over in this area. We have pretty nice neighborhoods to ride through, and we have some paths that we can go through as well. Let's turn here. And so that gives me some variety of places to go. Yeah, I think we'll do the North Branch Trail again sometime this year. That's when we went out to the Botanic Garden. I'll try to do that. But I've been debating about that one. You know, that's the ride that's like 64, 65 miles or so round trip. It's debating about that. Don't know whether I want to do something that long. The alternative is to take Mrs. Wright's car out, put the new bike rack on it, and then drive out to that general area and then just ride down the trail instead of having to take the longest route to get to the trail, which is very far away for me. Even so, if I did that type of ride, it would be about 22 miles round trip versus 64, 65 miles round trip. I can handle that. And now with the new bike rack that I got from Outfitter, it makes it a lot easier. Yeah, it's got a ramp, as you know. I could just wheel the bike up, roll it right up there, and then roll it right down. It makes it a lot easier putting it on and off. You know, I had hesitated in the past using the magicycle rack only because if I went on my own, I'd have to get the bike up and down by myself, and that's not the easiest thing to do, having to lift it, especially if you bring one of the heavy bikes. Yeah, then it becomes a major chore. So with the new rack, I can load that thing easy by myself, no problem at all. Thank you so much for you guys who have ordered one of the Outfitter racks. I took a look to see if anyone had placed the order or not, and he doesn't have his sign out, so I guess we're okay to go. And I noticed that several of you guys have purchased the rack. Yeah, thank you. Hopefully that worked out for you. Let me know in the comments. Yeah, tell me how it worked out for you. Now, there is one thing that you can still get as an added accessory for the rack that I did not mention because I didn't even know it existed. But then, yeah, my relatives took a look at the rack and said, hey, you know that you can get a lock for that rack? I go, what? You can get a lock? He goes, yeah, it's an accessory. Essentially, the pin that you screw onto the 2-inch hitch, right? That bolt. That can be replaced. Should we take the trail? No, let's just keep going. There's people. Well, yeah, let's keep going. Forget it. Whenever I see people on the path there, I don't want to do it. What was I talking about here? Yeah, so the pin that you typically use to lock onto the 2-inch hitch, take that one off and replace it with this other pin, and at the end of that pin is the ability to put their lock on it. Yeah, they give you the lock too. So I think they have a sale price on it for $29.99, something like that. I ordered one for myself. I asked them if they would give me one, but I haven't heard back from them. So I think that means basically no, they're not gonna give me one. So I decided I'll just buy one. That's fine, it's not that expensive. So I'm waiting for that to come in. And now, why is that important? Well, I felt it was important because let's say I go someplace, let's say we do that Botanic Garden ride. Let's say I take let's turn this way. I take the bike out that way. Oh, is this a dead end? Yeah, is this a cul-de-sac? I think this is a cul-de-sac. We have to turn around. And then you take your bike off of it, and then you leave the rack. Well, I don't want someone stealing the rack. If they have any type of wrench or anything like that, they can take the rack right off of the hitch. Not if you got the lock on it. I figured that was worth $30 plus tax. So I placed an order for one. Actually bought something. How do you like that? Bought something of my own. Well, if they're not going to give it to me, then I felt that I needed it. I felt that that was important. So if you had purchased one of the Outfitter racks, consider that. Now, they say it fits other racks too. Well, we'll know for sure. I'm going to try it on the magicycle rack too, to see if the magicycle rack will accept it. If it does, I'll let you know. Which means then that maybe other bike racks that use a 2-inch hitch and has a screw bolt thing that holds it in place, maybe it'll fit yours too. Yeah, it's a way to keep your rack secure so people can't just walk up and take it. Yeah, I mean, if they really wanted to, I guess they could hacksaw it off. But who's going to do that? Well, you never know, right? I don't trust anybody. I don't trust anyone. So, yeah, you can never tell. But yeah, you know, I think it's worth the investment. So check that out. If you have a rack, consider that. If you don't have a rack, but you have some other brand, check it out. Maybe it works. I don't know. You have to contact them and find out, I guess. But I'll let you know about the magicycle one, see if it fits it. Okay, well, yeah, you know, if it wasn't for the haziness out here, it's a nice day. Yeah, a very nice day. So anyways, the A7. Let's talk a little bit about the A7 here. Yeah, A7 is a nice bike. It's a commuter style bike. It's a more traditional looking bike. It has, I think it has like a 15 amp hour battery or something like that, 15.5, give or take, whatever it happens to be. And it's on the down tube. So it's a sharp looking bike, that's for sure. If you're looking for a commuter style bike, yeah, this would be one to consider too. There's several, like I said, I have several commuter style bikes out now. And I've been debating, should I move some of them on? Kind of hard to do it. Yeah, I have a hard time doing it because a lot of them are pretty decent. You know. Seem to have picked up some cottonwood or something hanging on there. I don't know what that was. Yeah, the only thing I did to modify is I put a cell phone mount, obviously, here, and I reversed it again. People ask why I reverse it. It's because if text messages come in, I don't want you to see it. This way you don't see it. But I turn up the ringer, so if a text message or something comes in, it'll ding, and then I'll know there's a message. I could always check my watch, right? Because my watch will give me the notifications. So I figured, yeah, I don't need to see it constantly. And if I need to see what time it is, which is 10 to 12 right now, I just look at the watch. It's fine. But I don't like having that big cell phone in my pocket. It's kind of a hassle. You know, if you're pedaling or doing anything, it kind of feels funny in the pocket. So that's why I have the mount, but I don't need to literally look at it constantly. Yep, nice easy ride. Yeah, all of the rides this year have just been nice easy rides. I haven't taken any of the big bikes out that have lots of speed and pushed it fast. I've kind of like taken it easy on many of these rides now. Yeah, time it'll get there. You know, it'll get there to the point where we can actually go on some of the other bikes, go a little bit quicker. Keep moving, that type of thing. It's okay. It's just getting out is a big thing. Let's take a ride over here. No, I can smell it a little bit. I can see it and smell it. Riding in the haze. Riding in the haze. That'll probably be the title of the video. Riding in the haze. So, anything else new coming in? No, not really. Not really. I finished one review. I'm just waiting for the release date so I can release it for you guys. I think this video will probably come out before that one, so can't really even talk about that bike. But it's done. Yep, it's done. It's done and awaiting release. Awaiting release. All right, I think that's about it for today. I think I'm gonna head back. I know that I shouldn't be out here breathing all this stuff in either. Hey, if you liked the video, go ahead and hit the like button. Hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. More rides to come, hopefully further and better. Talk to you guys next time.